My evil eye talisman broke today. When I put it on this morning, it looked like this. Yep, had Scott and I and everything. But as you can see, it's been blinded. This is witchcraft at work. The legend goes when your talisman breaks, it protected you from the evil eye, and it's time to get a new one. I found out this weekend somebody put a love spell on me. Everyone has been asking me, how do you know that a love spell was put on you? Well, let me tell you. I knew because I was tired all the time. I knew because I wasn't acting like myself. I was having dreams about this person that I wasn't into. And this morning, I woke up and I saw this on my back. Not only did I have these weird scratches, but I watched a candle get yeeted across my room because my deities were trying to get me to pay attention because something was really, really wrong. Love spells, forced love spells are not okay. You always need consent when you're doing someone else's magic. Otherwise, it's a violation of their free will, which is a violation of ethics, which makes you a bad person. Don't do forced love spells. I've seen a couple of videos made about this video that I made back in February. People are claiming that I did this for attention. I did it for going viral and for the likes, and I'm gonna clear this up right now. I am on TikTok because I love teaching and I love esotericism and occultism. I'm not here for the likes. I'm not here for any of that. But what happened to me, this was real. And it hurt like hell. I made this video to warn people that doing forced love spells on another person causes them significant damage and hurt. I was psychologically scarred, I was physically scarred, and yet older witches on here are claiming that I did it just for likes, and that really hurts. And I hope that they see this and realize that what they're saying actually affects the person behind the screen. Oh my god, I just had a crazy paranormal experience. So this is where I do my tarot readings at the Crooked Path. And over in that corner, we heard a disembodied laugh. It was a friendly laugh, but still, it was super scary, but also really cool. I saw my first biblical angel last night, and it looked like this. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but I now understand why in the Bible they're like, do not be afraid, because I was like, I'm very afraid right now. This is really intense. At 5 a.m. this morning, I was given a sign from my angels. Do you see it? There it is. My necklace was moving without me touching it or doing anything. How interesting. Oh my god, I just had a magical experience and it scared the shit out of me. This door just slammed shut. So it's a fire door and you should just be able to prop it open. Alright, let's take a look. When I was a ghost tour guide, I had one photo that stood out from all the rest. I'm going to show it to you right now. Here's the photo. It was taken in 2011. I know it's grainy. It was on an old digital camera. Here, I highlighted the full apparition so you can see it more clearly. That photo was not doctored. It was taken by a real guest on my tour. What do you think? Breaking news, I just watched my goddess yeet a offering off the altar. So I was just doing my hair where in the mirror I saw this sign fall down, and this has never happened before. This has got sticky tack, it's nailed into the wall, and she yeeted off the mistletoe I gave her. Why was my offering rejected? I'm gonna show you my process and how I figured out why my goddess was upset with the offering. So I found the mistletoe on the floor upside down when I had placed it all the way up there. So I checked if the mistletoe was too heavy, but there's a pretty big clip up here as you can see, so that didn't seem right. I checked the stickiness of each command strip. So I went and did research on the herb and found that mistletoe is considered to be a parasitic herb. My intuition immediately knew that that was wrong, that I shouldn't put a parasitic herb on an altar of light and growth. So I decided to meditate, both to calm down, but also so I could divinate with a set. And using the pendulum board, she told me that yes, it was because it was a parasitic herb that she had rejected it and asked for juniper berries instead. That was during meditation where I clear my mind and I can hear the voices of the gods. Everything is okay. Good learning lesson. So last night at 3 a.m., I heard this big crack and I get up out of bed and I find this. This candle exploded on this side and only on this side. It was like a blowout of emotions because this is a healing candle. Magic at work. So I had an entity removed from my aura today. And no, it wasn't a demon. I didn't even know that I had an entity attached to me. But I became very aware of it during my energetic healing session today with Mia X. And when she pointed out, I was like, yeah, I know exactly what that is.
This particular entity was some magic that I had done about 5 years ago, and I had not cleaned it out sufficiently. It's not that I forgot the spell that I did. I didn't. I just did not think that it was attached to me. I thought it had manifested already. We all make dumb choices sometimes in magic, and there are consequences. And I was like, wow, this is crazy timing, because I'm teaching how to release entities in my class next Friday. So much of the time, people don't even realize that they have an entity attached to them. Witchcraft at work. So I always have a protection bag in my car. I keep it up on my dashboard. The bag has done a good job of catching all that negativity. This is not oil. I didn't put this here, but the backside is completely clear. I've had this bag for about 2 years, so it's time to cleanse it and make a new one.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this happened. Weird ass witchcraft stuff. So it's Sunday, the day of the sun, and I'm cleaning my altar, and I found this. Part of my altar is completely split in half. What the fuck? I didn't have any candles on here or any incense. I just don't understand. What do you think it means? So that dish and where it came from is actually part of the reasons why it broke. I don't talk a lot about my personal life on here, so enjoy. So about 5 years ago, I was engaged, and it was not a healthy relationship by any means. And that dish was one of the engagement presents I got with him. And I was like, I'm going to give this dish new life. I'm going to put it on my altar for my goddess. And it worked for a really long time. Until this week when I was doing a spell for a client who's getting divorced. That spell was to help her become more accepting of the divorce and the loss of her husband. Sometimes when you do spell work, the spell rubs off on you. This was a way for the goddess to say it's time to let go of your past. I took a lot of the spells off there when I made the video because I didn't want people to see my work. So that's the story.